This wedding had a particular challenge I wanted to talk to you guys about. Well, and it was an ethnic wedding. So this wedding was American, Spanish, and Middle Eastern. Now, some of you watching this might be like a pro at this sort of thing, okay? Everybody has their niche. Some DJs I talk to, they're like, listen, I'll DJ for any ethnicity. That's just what I do. You know what I mean? I know about all of it. Over the years, I learned, all right? Me personally, I don't know shit about shit. I really don't. I mainly stick with American weddings, and I know Spanish music pretty well, so I might be able to get by for a whole Spanish wedding, like nothing but like it would be rough for me. You know what I mean? Like I can do like a Spanish American wedding all day and crush it, you know? But that's my limitations. That's what I know. I had this couple, and the bride was Middle Eastern. And she's like, listen, you definitely got to play some Spanish, definitely got to play some Middle Eastern music for my Middle Eastern family that's going to be there. I said, great. So tip number one, don't bullshit, okay? When we first met and she mentioned this, I didn't go and say, oh yeah, I got you. I know all about that. Oh yeah, no, I got all the Middle Eastern bangers when I didn't, okay? No, don't bullshit. Some DJs will bullshit just to get the gig. Say, oh, I got you no matter what. Oh yeah, 6-year-olds. Yeah, no problem. I do kids parties all the time. Whatever it is, right? You just, I got to get that deposit. Got to get that gig. Don't do that. You're setting yourself up to fail. Be honest with them. Don't give them unrealistic expectations. I told her straight up. I said, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I got the Spanish all day. I got the American all day. The Middle Eastern, I know zero about. But if you send stuff to me ahead of time, I can make it work. Being honest. If she didn't book me, that's fine. Because she was looking for more than that. And honestly, she then would find a DJ who knows more about that, who would do a better job than me. Every wedding's a Super Bowl, people, you know? They're only having this party once. I'm not going to bullshit them and tell them I know about shit I don't know about. And then it gets to the day of, and then they're disappointed. That's ridiculous. Just so I can make a couple bucks? It's ridiculous. I would fuck that. So do not do that, okay? Was honest with her, and she was cool with it. She's like, no, just a couple songs. I'll send them to you ahead of time, and we'll be good to go. All right, cool. So she sent them ahead of time. Got them ahead of time, and I made a game plan, okay? I made a game plan. I looked at the songs they wanted for dancing, and I made a game plan. I figured out ahead of time how I want to mix them. I didn't just put them in a dance folder and leave them there and, bust, all right, time to play a Middle Eastern song and just faded out the song I'm in and just play this. You got to get creative with it, right? You want to make it work. Why would you mix American songs together? Because it works better when you mix them, right? Same thing if you're throwing in something ethnic. So have a game plan ahead of time. I went and I listened to each of the songs. She gave me 2 songs for dancing, right? That was it. I listened to each of the songs. I set cue points. I figured out how many bars were until the vocals. I figured out kind of like where the chorus was and everything. And I figured out how to mix it. And I had a game plan, how I was getting into it, how I was getting out of it for each of the songs. One of them, I even came up with a wordplay I was pretty pumped about. Like the Middle Eastern song, it did like whatever their intro thing. And then like the first part of the vocals was like that kind of like, you know how like they sing like the, oh, like they kind of like do the vibrato on their voice or whatever. I'm not going to sing, but you know what I mean? It started with like a, oh, like an O. I went hip hop hooray, had an acapella out of that. And then the acapella out was hey, ho. And then I mixed in the Middle Eastern song. And then I looped the ho, ho, ho. Not looped, I echoed out the ho, ho, ho. And then went into the oh, Middle Eastern song. Literal Middle Eastern wordplay. Okay? I was proud of that. Anyway, I don't know. I was proud of it. And it worked. It worked great. And then afterwards, I went into another American song. I didn't do a whole Middle Eastern set. That's not what they wanted. They said, just sprinkle these songs in. You know? Then I went into another American song afterwards. We kept it pushing. And the family loved it. And it came out of nowhere. They weren't expecting it. They're already dancing to the hip hop array or whatever. And it's like, oh, and then you hear a banger from your country. You know what I mean? Like think about like how exciting that would be if you're somewhere strange, you've never been there before or whatever, and it just comes out like, a little creativity, a little planning goes a long way. I said it a million times. Weddings are like 80% planning and 20% execution. It's all about having a plan for all this shit. So, just make a game plan ahead of time. A big part of the game plan too is knowing when you want them to be played too. If you're not like familiar with the songs, like I wasn't, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like ask the couple to label them too. Say, listen, when you send it to me, let me know like, when you want to play, like during dancing, or if it's a dinner song, like when you think it would work best. Because like, let's say like some of the Middle Eastern songs, they were like 90 BPMs. They're kind of in between. I didn't know if they were like a dance banger or dinner. I don't know. I don't know their culture. So how would you know? Like, so, a lot of people, and that's what a lot of people do too. They'll burn songs during dinner, burn requests during dinner. Like, oh, I gotta play these songs. Let me just play them during dinner, knock them out. And then, you get caught with your foot in your mouth later, realizing that, someone comes up to you, bro, this is a banger. Why would you play this now? Like playing like Friends in Low Places during dinner for all the country guys out there. You know what I mean? That would be a catastrophe, that sort of thing. So have them label it. Have them let you know what to what. So I had 2 dancing songs and 1 dinner song. And I knew I put it in the right folder. I made sure I played the 1 during dinner. I made sure I played the 2 during dancing. And I was good to go. And they were happy as shit, And then do research as well. Depending on the situation, right? Do your research. Try and go above and beyond. If go on Facebook, right? Facebook is great for this. DJ idea sharing, that sort of thing. Ask, is there any Middle Eastern DJs out there? You got any bangers I can throw in? Maybe get a 3rd song. I didn't do this for this wedding, but like maybe get a 3rd song that you can throw in there and kind of blow their minds, right? Maybe get, maybe go to Beat Source, see if they have a cool list or something. Like, just do some research and see what you can find too. And see if there's something else you can kind of throw in there that would work. Every situation is different, but just go the extra mile. It's well worth it. After I played those Middle Eastern songs, after I played the first Middle Eastern song, the groom came right up to me. He was like, bro, like you told me you'd work it in, but wow, that was perfect, man. Like you're the man. Thank you for playing. Like I worked in the song because you gotta understand too. These couples are nervous that it's not gonna work. They're nervous that like all the like Americans are gonna flee and go to the bar, and then they're just gonna be left with like their core group, whoever's the Middle Eastern people at that wedding, and that's it, and it's just gonna kill their dance floor. Like they're worried about that. They want to honor their family and keep with tradition, but they also don't want to ruin the party. And if you can make that work and keep the dance floor packed and play a Middle Eastern song or whatever kind of ethnicity song and just keep it moving like nothing happened, just like it's another song. I mean, that's like the major key. So trust me on that.